Deborah, with her 30 years of being an entrepreneur and creating over 7 companies, knows exactly what it means to accept the mission. When you make that decision, when you accept the mission to become a solopreneur, to take yourself and your talents to market, then you embrace a life of not only unlimited possibilities, but also the unknown. It's an elixir of fear and bravery that only someone who's taken the leap really understands. On our show, Deb digs deep with her guests to highlight what you, the listener, wants to know. The stories, the whys, and the hows to navigate the journey to success. Get ready to hear from some of the most incredible mission takers from Generation Z to Boomers. So sit up, perk up, and get ready to be blown away. Now here is your host, Deborah Drummond.
Awesome. Okay, so we finished off talking about income. What a great place to finish off. And here we're going to start in continuing. Okay, great. So you've covered their income. Fantastic. You've covered different things around geography. Now you can get into things like, where's their favorite restaurant? What's their favorite restaurant? What's their favorite food? What's their favorite vegetable? What's their favorite fruit? Not only are these fun for people to answer, it kind of breaks the kind of seriousness, but there's reasons for this. There's reasons, obviously, there's reasons for this. So favorite food, favorite fruit, are they vegetarian, vegan, carnivore, in between? How would you describe that? Top 3 favorite restaurants, top 3 favorite wines, top 3 favorite spirits. Why? Because you know what? If you send them a bottle of wine to thank them for this Avatar questionnaire, aren't you going to pick one of their favorite? Or if you are at a deal, if you're at a business deal with somebody and you're trying to close the deal and you order the bottle of wine before they arrive and you've got their favorite wine, wow, that's a magic moment, right? Okay, so you can see the benefit in sending this out to people that you want to maintain as business. But again, you may see that 70% of people love cabs. You may see that 60% love Rieslings, right? And so this is going to help you decide where to market and what kind of conversation to have. Maybe people don't drink at all. Are you a mocktail drinker? What's your favorite mocktail, right? Okay, so you can go through that. Here's something that's really important. Where are you on social media? And then start at number 1, the social media platform you're on the most, and then go down to the least, because you want to make sure. And then what time do you go on to your social media? So if you personally, so for me, I'm a social media morning person. I like to kind of get it out of the way. And so I respond and try to go on social media. So I would say, I'm a morning person and I'm an end of day person. Rarely am I in between my day doing social media stuff. It's not part of my agenda, but outside of the odd post or what have you. But you want to know that, because if your people predominantly are all in the morning or mid-afternoon or noon, you're seeing this pattern, and you are on in the morning and 60 or 70% of your people are on at 4:00. Guess what? Get on at 4:00. So you're able to send things out and they can respond and you can see what they're posting. And now you have a time of interaction, right? Instead of waiting till the next day. So you're going to base that, or for that particular person. So you want to see where they're spending their time, at what time they're spending their time. Also, what is your favorite form of communication? This is a big one. Email, text, WhatsApp, like what's the Messenger, Instagram. There's so many. Like, what's your favorite form of communication? Because that also will give you, are you doing an email newsletter? Well, if 10% of your people love email, it's okay to do it, but it's not going to be where you're going to get your biggest bang for your buck, right? And so should I do Facebook ads? I don't know. You don't have anyone that's really on Facebook, so why would you do that? Or you have a high ratio on Facebook, so that helps you make that decision. Okay. So I think you get it. So you're going to do social media, anything that's pertinent to what it is that you're doing. So this is where you get really descriptive and you're like, okay, if you were to hire someone for, and put in what you do. Now, if you do 2 or 3 different things, put 2 or 3 different things. If you were to hire somebody for, let's just say, speaking, okay? And if you were to hire someone for your organization for speaking, and these were the topics that you had to choose from, and you can list the topics that you speak on. Can you, from, which one is your first one, which is your second, which is your third, which is your fourth, whatever it is, right? So go ahead and do that. So tell them to put that in. So that tells you, again, you're seeing a pattern on which is your most, when I speak brain health is sexy, it's really up there. So am I going to keep using that type of topic? Yeah, I am. So you can start to see what is catchy for the marketplace, not for you, but for the marketplace. And then ask them, if someone came in to speak and they spoke on a topic that was pertinent to your business, and sales went up, or productivity went up, or retention went up 10%, 20%, 30%, what would you pay for that? What would you pay for that? Ask people what they would pay for your service. So you're going to need to get descriptive in this part. Don't write a bio. Okay. Don't try to sell. This is not about pitching them. This is about getting information from them. So don't make it a pitch. This is a questionnaire, you're not applying for a job. Because people can get really like, oh my gosh, and if they did this and 10% and people were cheering up. No, just what do you do? Give them a description, write them that, and tell them what it is that you do in point form, as many different things as you do. This could be one page of the questionnaire. Like I said, I take 3 hours with people to do this together, and ask them honestly, what would you pay for that? So that if you're in the market value, right? If you're in the market value. So that's super important to do as well. So you're trying to do a little bit more of a deep dive. Obviously, you're getting that for certain reasons. Ask them what kind of newspapers they read. Do they read digital magazines? Do they go to trade shows? Do they go to car shows? Do they what kind of trade shows? What kind of exhibitions do you go to? Movies. What are your favorite movies? What are your favorite types of movies? What are your cultural events? Do you love to go to the ballet? Do you like to go to the symphony? Do you like to go to jazz? What's your favorite kind of music? If you could get a pair of concert tickets, absolutely free for you and all of your friends, what concert would that be? Make the questions kind of interesting and fun, not who's your favorite band, but hey, if you were to go home and open up your mailbox and there was 2 tickets to your favorite band that you got to go see them live, no matter where in the world they were, where is your favorite place to travel, and where would you like to go see this band? Make the questions super fun like that, right? So do that. So ask them their favorite music, ask them where they love to travel to, where have they traveled in the past, where have they traveled to more than once, do they travel for business, do they travel for pleasure, do they enjoy traveling? You might want to do something on an in-flight magazine if all of your people are doing business travel. Do you travel business? Do you travel economy? Do you travel first class? Do you do trains? Do you like to do road trips? Do you like to bicycle? Do you like to cycle? Are you an adventure holiday person? Are you a beach blanket and read person? What's your favorite books? If you had 12 books sent to you so you could read one every single month for the next year, what would you like? What are the books that you'd like to read? What are the books that you've read in the past that you absolutely would never give away from your book collection because you've read it over and over and over again? Who's your favorite TV personality? Who's your favorite musician? Who's your favorite, you could even ask in genres if you wanted to. If you're really in the music industry, you'd want to dig down a little bit, or if you think that's your marketplace. Who's your favorite TV news anchor? What's your favorite reality show? Who's your favorite actress? Who's your top 3 favorite actresses? Who's your favorite comedian? Seriously, dig down. Do you love Howie Mandel? Or, do you not? Do you who's your, but what? If I was someone asking me what my favorite show is, I remember sitting around Antique Roadshow. People are like, what? I loved Antique Roadshow. Now that's going to give them some insight into my personality. Oh, she probably likes history. She probably likes things that make money. She probably likes, you know what I mean? I used to watch with my kids and it was so much fun. And, I would ask this question. If you woke up tomorrow and you were able to do anything that you wanted to do, just anything that you wanted to do, what would it be? What would it be? What does your fantasy day look like? I think you get where I'm going. I think where you get where you're going. And I think you can see how it can go on. Don't worry about asking too many questions. They don't have to answer them all. And if you make things checkbox, that's easier for them. So anything that gives you details. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to finish off with one thing. So I've given you some really good examples, but I love to use this example because this example is really, I think, it's going to make you think. So you're going to go do some marketing. Never really done trade shows before. You're not really versed on trade shows and people have had good success, but you've heard that it's really good to get in front of people and have that conversation. Let's say you're in finances. Say you're a financial investor, okay? And that from this result of doing this, that most people that you deal with that are your prime avatar customer, it's couples with 2 children, okay? And they have 1 dog, fish, and I don't know, goldfish or something like that, right? Okay. And there is, but you're in finance, okay? And there's 2 trade shows coming to town next month, and they're on the same weekend, and you have to choose. One is a business expo. Ooh, there's franchisors there. It's all about business, people doing business, people like you that are in business, right? And then there's a pet expo, right? There's a pet expo. And let's say when you were doing your avatar, 40% of the people that had dogs were golden retrievers. Well, guess what? Not only is there a pet expo, but there's a show. There's a show, how they show dogs and they win prizes for the best golden retriever. Okay. Now, which expo would you go to? Normally, you probably wouldn't there's a pet expo. Let's say that you don't have a pet and you certainly don't have a golden retriever. And you'd be like, I don't know. I'm going to go to a pet expo, or am I going to go to a business expo where there's business-minded people like me? But if your customer is like the person that's going to go to the pet expo, who are you looking? Are you going to look to network with people like you? Do you want to go network with people like you? Or do you want customers? A lot of people will go, I'm a business person, I'm going to the business expo. But people are going to that expo to learn about franchising. You may not be the prime table at that expo, but here is your marketplace all day. And what you could do as a giveaway is if they sign up for a free consultation, you've got a beautiful swag bag full of dog food, a leash, I don't know, some toys, squeezy toys that have your name on it. Like you've gotten this whole bag of marketing with your name and your phone number, and they get free. It's worth $100, and they get it free if they sign up for a 20-minute phone consultation with you. I don't know. You'd have to decide. You could ask your business coach, but I'm just giving you an idea of you may never have even thought of going to a pet expo until you realize that every single person or a large chunk of your people absolutely frigging love golden retrievers. So I'm going to suggest you go there. Anyways, I think you get the idea, but that is kind of a deep dive into finding out who it is. And once you take the time to do this, you are now going to have people that go, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I might know someone that I can refer you to, or that sounds good. You're going to be talking to the people that are like, how much? How much? Do you have a payment plan? That sounds like something I need, because you've flipped all the switches on. You've flipped all the switches on. You're like, yeah, wow, that's exactly what I need. And I need it in 3 months, or I need it now. And then it's your job to have that conversation with them, because you're going to be talking to your pool of people. So you know what it is that's going to flip the switch on for them. Okay, well, I hope that was a little bit of a deeper dive than you just going, yeah, my customers are men and women from 35 to 65. It's going to give you a deeper insight. If you do this work, if you take the time to do this piece, the rest of it's going to really fall into place. This isn't the only piece to do, but this is the foundation of building the house. You still got to build the house, got to put in the windows, got to put in the stuff, your favorite curtains, and ooh, do you want an area rug or hardwood? Those are decisions to be made. But if you don't have the foundation right, you are literally throwing darts, and your dartboard is like this big. You're just throwing darts. You want your dartboard this big, and you want to know exactly where it's going. So with that, I wish you an incredible amount of success in your business. I know that you've gotten some good gems from this today, and that if you apply at least half of what I said, I would brave up. Some people get nervous around asking people this. Don't, because, well, you have to be brave. You're in business, right? So anyways, nice to spend some time with you. Thanks for tapping in, and I wish you all the success.